Hey, Anchored. I'll upload this to YouTube too, even though I look crazy. Let's see if a couple of you guys pop up here real quick before I play choo-choo trains with my baby. Y'all pop up here, say hey. I know I look crazy this morning. It's Friday. My husband got pushed back to working 3 days a week, so he's off today. So we were having a super chill family day. Doing a little bit of work, but not much. Y'all say, hey, Katie, I love your name. Hey, Nicole. I wanted to pop up here and talk a little bit about my VIP page. I'll wait a few more seconds before I start. But my husband got pushed back to 3 days a week, so he is off unexpectedly today. Aiden's speech appointment got canceled, and we've been doing speech therapy every Friday. So this is like the first Friday that I've been home, so I'm super excited. But I wanted to pop up here, and I'll upload this to YouTube for those of you that have your separate team pages, so you can share it on your team pages. But I really wanted to pop up here and talk about what I do for my VIP page and kind of how like that's evolved and has really strengthened my business and has strengthened my bond with my customers because, oh, thank you, Chloe. I felt like I looked like death today. I literally just rolled out of bed to drop orders off and then got home. But since I started doing this with my VIP page, I have seen consistent growth in my PRV month after month and stable PRV. And I'm not going to make you think that it's not work because it does take work, but I can say that I work less in the follow-up part because all of my customers are on one page. So I'll tell you, number one, you want to get your customers in your VIP page. You don't want to invite everybody and their brother. I do not let consultants in my VIP page. Sorry, I love you guys, but it's my VIP page and my customers are there for a reason. I don't ever want them to feel like they're pressured to buy from another consultant, which is why I do not put consultants in my VIP page. So number one is getting your customers in your VIP page. How do you do that? I start with my packaging. So in my packaging, and I'll upload it up here when I'm done this video, I put a slip in there that has my QR code in it to my VIP page for them to add themselves to my VIP page. But you want something that's going to entice them to want to be on your VIP page, right? So I always do a drawing every single month in my VIP page, and I have that on that slip. The slip says, add yourself to this page. This is where I do the drawing. You have to be in this page to get the drawing. Meaning, like, if I draw their name and they're not in the VIP page, they're not going to get the item that I draw for that month. That's no out-of-pocket expense. I use my perpetual party reward or host rewards the first week of that month on a party I close to get that item. I never do wax and I never do warmers. The drawing is always for Laundry Love, Whiffs, Pods, the new mini fan, Counter Clean, whatever I have on hand or something that's not going to be extra. I never do wax and warmers because most people know us for wax and warmers, right? You want to get them enticed to be on that page and introduce them to new products. So I did a whiff box last month. That was last month's drawing. Why? If I can get them hooked on a whiff box, they'll want one every month and I can get them signed up for Scentsy Club. So there's always a method to my madness. I'm always going to do something that they can't get at a store. Counter Clean, Laundry Love, whatever that looks for, Pods. The month before I did a wall fan diffuser and a pack of Pods. And they love when I do that drawing. I also do that drawing live. I do it live. Why? They get to see my hot mess of a life. I always go live on my VIP page when I do drawings so they can see what my real life looks like. Half the time Aiden's running around like a madman. They get to see my real life. So getting them in that page, putting those slips in there to get them to want to be on that VIP page. Now, your VIP page, I do advertise on my personal page for people that are not my customers. But I always do sneak peeks and LTOs and booking parties and all of those things on my VIP page. If they have the notifications set to on, they will always, yes, they have to make a purchase that month to get entered into the drawing. And I tell them that. my customers know by now, if you place an order every month, you're going to get a scent of the month sample for the previous month. For example, everybody that ordered this month will get an April scent of the month mailed to them. They also know that they're going to get put into that drawing. And sometimes, if I have extra stuff on hand, I'll do extra drawings. Like, I had an extra, somebody backed out of getting the fantasy collection, so I had it on hand, and I already had 3 collections for myself. I did a drawing for that. It's making them feel valued, making them feel important, and building that relationship in that group. So, for example, Mondays, I always post a picture of what I did that weekend. I say, drop your favorite picture from the weekend. Why? I want them to see my life. I want them to see what I do with my son, with my husband, and I want to see their life. So once they drop their pictures, I go back and comment, and, oh, girl, your kid is so cute, or that looks like so much fun. Where did you, like, if they go on a trip somewhere, I'm like, where was that at? I need some more details about that trip. I want to take Aiden, things like that. Building that relationship with them. That way I'm not just the Scentsy lady to them. They know I'm Aiden's mom. I'm James's wife. I used to be a nurse. They get to know me. Versus, if you guys do bag parties, the people that buy from those bag parties, they don't know you from Adam. And half of the time, what I saw when I would go follow up with them, they would either ghost me, leave me on red, or never respond, and I would never get a repeating order from them. Once I started putting those slips in their bags and they got added to that group, I wasn't just a Scentsy lady to them. I was a person to them. We got to build that relationship. I do a lot of funny things because I love memes and puns, and that's how a lot of people relate to me. Memes, puns, corny jokes. Yesterday I was like, oh Lord, we about to be on quarantine. What 3 items can you not live without? And almost every single one of them said coffee. And I'm like, I see you guys are more concerned about coffee than you are your toilet paper. So don't make it just about Scentsy. What I love about that group, and I said this a little bit ago and kind of veered off, if they have their notifications set on, they will see everything that's being released. So I have probably about 150, 160 people in my VIP group. So when I posted the Squeeze the Day bundle, people were like, how did you get 26 bundles sold? I didn't necessarily, hear me, I'm not saying follow-ups are not important. Follow-ups are very important. But if they're in that group, when I posted, look what's releasing next Monday, the Squeeze the Day bundle, who would like to get on my pre-order list, it doesn't get lost in the Facebook algorithm. So if I posted it on my regular page, it gets lost throughout the day. Some people work, they don't always see my post. Baby, you're doing a great job. I'm almost done, okay? I'll play, okay? Pick me a train, too. I want a blue train, okay? Blue train. It gets lost in the Facebook algorithm. I also have an older customer base that don't look at stories. They don't know what a story is yet, so kind of feel your customer base on what they're into. For me, I found that I was not getting a return on my bag party customers, and I run my business primarily on bag parties. And I needed a way to build that relationship where they would keep coming back to me. So I didn't feel like I was hounding them with follow-ups and they would never, ever respond. It was a waste of my time. So once I added them in there, when the Easter collections, the LTOs, the Dragon that released, they see all of that as soon as I post it. So I don't just make it just about Scentsy, building your relationship, sharing your life, but asking about their life too. Asking them what interests them in their life. Making sure you're telling them, make sure you tell them your notifications need to be set to on for when I do that drawing. And I'm very consistent with that. I do that the first day of every single month. And they get so excited for it. And half the time I bring my husband on. My husband's home when I do that drawing. And they love seeing us interact. And they love seeing my son. A lot of my customers, I started this when Aiden had just turned 1. He was getting ready to turn 1. So they've been with me since Aiden was a newborn. So seeing him on camera, they have watched him grow up. They have watched Scentsy bless me to be able to be home with him and raise him. So they have watched that journey. That's also how I've had sponsoring conversations. They saw that I've stuck with this for 3 years. Aiden's 4 years old. they've seen him grow up in this business and they want a taste of that. They see, oh, Katie can be at home working this business, doing all these things, and her son's right there with her. So you're killing a lot of birds with one stone if you have a VIP page. So I highly recommend it. I almost deleted mine because I was like, this is a waste of time. There's no engagement up here. Now my VIP page is popping, and they engage with themselves. So if you want to start, if you're just starting, building your VIP page, ask questions. So I asked them, hey y'all, what's your favorite scent? And when they comment, more than likely somebody else has not used that scent before, and they're going to ask questions. They're going to ask questions about that scent. I have not done my VIP page post. I always do Freebie Fridays on Fridays in that VIP page. I do email them for people that I've lost connection with, but I do samples only in my VIP page. I have plenty of customers to serve a lot of customers are on my VIP page. That's 160 people, 150, 160 people to serve well, and I want to serve my customers well, so I'm going to offer samples to the people that already order from me. Like, it makes no sense to be giving samples to people that have another Scentsy consultant, number one, or when you follow up with them, they never order, but they're always asking for samples. You don't need to be sampling to those types of people. I want to sample to my VIP customers because they're going to buy it. They're going to buy it. So I did dish soap last week. I normally don't do wax. So this Friday, today's Friday, I did 2 mixes. So I'm all about mixes. Why? If they love the mix, like today's mix, Freebie Friday, was Johnny Appleseed mixed with Squeeze the Day, or Iridescent Pearl, and Here Comes the Sunflowers. And what I do is I say the first 10 people to comment what mix they want, I'll mail it Monday to your mailbox. And then once it gets to 10, I do stop commenting on this post because I don't want to hurt people's feelings and be like, sorry, I'm not going to send it to you. Sometimes if I get to like 15, I'm like, I let it slide if I haven't turned off commenting because they are my VIP customers. The reason I'm doing mixes is because if I send them a mix of Squeeze the Day and Johnny Appleseed, they fall in love with it, I can upsell them on a 3-pack or 6-pack of wax versus 1 bar of wax, number one. And Johnny Appleseed comes in a lot of products. So if they fall in love with Johnny Appleseed, I can tell them about the dish soap, the scent circles, the wax, y'all see the room spray. I'm probably repeating myself. Always do everything with a purpose. So my purpose is always to get sales, yes, but to have a relationship with them. If I can get a relationship with them on a personal level, they can buy a product from anybody. They're going to buy from you because of the person that you are. So if you're consistent in that page, building those relationships within that page, showing your true authentic self, and I think that that's important. My customers know I love puns and memes and corny jokes. And if you go to my regular Facebook page, you will see how many people tag me in puns, corny jokes all throughout the day. And those are my customers. And that starts with building a relationship. When they get to know you as a person, I have one of my very best customers. Her daughter used to sell Scentsy. She reached out to me in November, letting me know her daughter went inactive. And she's like, I want to buy from you. And I always ask this question. And this is an important question to ask yourself and to ask your customers. Ask your customers why they choose you to be their Scentsy girl. It's important because what we think, oh, I have cute pictures, or I have cute posts, or I have this, it's totally not why they buy from you. So I asked this girl, why do you want to buy Scentsy from me? And you know what she said? I love the corny jokes that you share every morning. They make me laugh. I would have never ever thought I would have gained a customer from my corny jokes. They bring me joy. If you look at my stories last night, me and my husband, I used to only put them on Snapchat. I'm almost done, baby. Come here. I'm almost done. Okay. You got me a blue choo-choo train? Okay. I'm almost done. Me and my husband on Snapchat, at least once a month, we do corny jokes to each other. Hold on, baby. You want a snack? I'm almost done. You got me a blue choo-choo train. Thank you. Tell them about your blue choo-choo train. We're almost done, okay? Okay. me and my husband on Snapchat always do corny jokes once a month. And what's funny is not the joke, it's his reaction to the joke because he thinks I'm so corny. So I put it in my stories last night. It's the first time I've ever done it. I always do it on Snapchat. I never put it on social media. And people watched it and were literally, my inbox has been blowing up all day. And they're like, girl, them jokes were so corny. Your husband's reaction was hilarious. That's how they relate with you. It's not just about Scentsy. It's about being authentically you. And when you can come to terms with what makes you you, what makes you you and not trying to be anybody else. Don't try to be any other consultant. Be authentically you. And I can say that for a long time I tried to be like other consultants and it didn't feel right. And I had to think, what brings me joy? Coffee, my son, corny jokes and puns. Play off of what people know you for. Build those relationships. And for me, it's easier to do it in one place versus trying to be everywhere. Find one place to platform and become very, very good at it. I became very good with my VIP page, so now I'm really trying to broaden Instagram and get familiar with that. My girls, Chloe Ray Ray, are trying to help me out with this Instagram thing because it confuses the crap out of me, but I'm trying to learn more about it. Because I became very good with Facebook and my VIP page, I'm broadening to Instagram. So find one platform that you want all your customers to be in. Have them set their notifications to on so they don't miss your stuff, so it doesn't get missed out in the algorithm, and build those relationships with your customers. I'll tell you too, every Friday I post, what is something good that happened to you this week? Or I'll post throughout the week, I'm like, does anybody have anything they need praying over? When I say prayers tonight, does anybody need anything they need prayer over? Once a month I also do something called a blessing bag with stock that I have on hand. I'll post in my VIP page, I'll say, does anybody know anyone that's going through a very hard time in their life right now? Nominate them, and I'm almost done, baby. I'll put a bag together, babe. Hey. I'll put a bag together and put a card in there for you to write to that person, and you can give them this blessing bag. And it could be anything from a bar of wax to a thing of Scentsy soap. I put it in a bag. I'll put a blank card in there for that person to fill out, and they take it to their person. So the little things go the long way. Build those relationships. Show your heart. My customers know that I love deeply and I love them some kind of hard. And because they have been in this for a while with me and have watched growth and they have watched how much I give, I always give without expecting anything in return. Always, for my customers. I never expect anything in return. I had a customer the other day, she didn't like the mini fan that she bought. So I offered to refund her, and she said, no, girl, it's fine. It's fine, really, really. It's just not my cup of tea. A couple days later, she ordered a thing of washer whisk from me, and I didn't charge her. Things like that. And I get not everybody can do to those extent financially. I was one of those people that couldn't, but a little goes a long way. So use your host rewards on things not for yourself. Use them on things for your customers, so that you can give more than you take. And I promise you, they remember the little things. And the little things make the big things. Okay, tell our friends bye. Tell them bye. So we're going to go play choo-choo trains. Okay? Bye. Tell them bye. Blow them a sweet kiss and then we'll go. Bye-bye. Blow them a sweet kiss. No? No? Bye-bye. Tell them bye-bye. Say, we love you. See you later. Deuces. Deuces. Bye, y'all.